Hi, Professor Fu. This is my speech on microtransactions, and I am presenting this to my family who is sitting across from me. Okay, so it's no secret that video games is used as a recreational tool by many today. 2 out of 3 Americans watch and play video games, so it's very popular in today's society. This is also reflected in today's economy as well, as the video game industry has generated over $4.3 billion in revenue, so it's very profitable. This compares to industries such as the movie industry, who also has generated $4.3 billion overall. And I am going to be talking about microtransactions, which is a large part of how they make their profits. So, microtransactions are small purchases online with real-world currency. This is now very popular to see in video games, as many companies utilize this in order to generate profit. So these can typically be seen in free-to-play games and mobile games, as that is their way of creating revenue and income from their games that they release out to the public. For example, as you can see here in a popular game, League of Legends, you can use your real-world currency to translate that into in-game currency to use that to buy in-game cosmetics. In mobile games such as Candy Crush or any other free-to-play model like this, you might be able to see have yourself buy an extra life, as you can see here. This is really profitable, and many companies has taken notice. As you can see here, Activision Blizzard has made over $7 million in revenue in 2017, and over half of that was generated by microtransactions. $4.3 million of those 7 million were all from microtransactions, so it's incredibly profitable, more so than buying the actual game. But in many ways, microtransactions can also pose a problem. As I'm about to show you in this PSA, loot boxes are one of those main issues.
Come on, Ledger. Yes! It's the Winston scuba gear.
Sorry about that. Hold up. Okay. So as you can see from the PSA, loot boxes are a form of players buying a chance to open a rare item. This is problematic on many ways, as this is highly predatory and can easily exploit people that are vulnerable. I mentioned children especially are vulnerable as this weaponized behavioral psychology is designed perfectly to exploit weaknesses that make people weak to impulsive natures or addiction. Unfortunately, children are the most vulnerable to this, as they aren't as developed as adults and are extremely naive in how they see and perceive things. And one example of this system gone in its worst forms is in the game Star Wars Battlefront 2. So in this game, you can buy loot boxes. As you can see here, the items pop up after you open them, and they give you in-game items. The difference in this game compared to other games is not all items are cosmetic, and many of them affect direct gameplay. So in a sense, this becomes a pay-to-win game, as people can directly buy power-ups that puts them at an advantage over those who instead choose not to buy the game. So as you can see that by this design, it's highly encouraged, and this is highly predatory, as many competitive players may feel compelled to buy their items to become better at the game. So in conclusion, microtransactions are terrible and anti-consumer. I believe that people should be aware of these designs. Unfortunately, with the profitability with this source of income, I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. I just believe that people should be aware of this. Many legislature bodies are aware. For example, Hawaii has projected and looking into loot box regulations as well as the EU. So action is being taken. But on the everyday consumer side, people should be aware of how this works. Thank you. This is my speech on microtransactions.